Imagine a world where Lionel Messi never became a footballer. Crazy, right? But what if I told you that almost happened? Yeah, the GOAT himself nearly didn't make it because of something completely out of his control, his height. Today, we're diving into Messi's insane journey from being a tiny kid with a growth hormone deficiency to becoming the greatest footballer of all time. Stick around because this story is straight out of a movie. So imagine this, a young Messi, just a kid in Rosario, Argentina, absolutely destroying everyone on the pitch. This guy embarrassed kids twice his size, but there's one huge problem. He was way too small for his age.
Y le cae para el lado de la izquierda, prácticamente le pegan las piernas. Entonces él acomoda la pelota y sale en diagonal hacia el medio de la cancha gambeteando. Los gambeteó a todo lo que tenía de camino. Bueno, y yo le gritaba, pateala, pateala. No lo golpeen, era muy chiquito.
While other kids hit growth spurts, Messi just didn't. At first his family thought, maybe he's just a late bloomer. But as time passed, it became clear that something was wrong. At 11 years old, Messi was diagnosed with growth hormone deficiency. Basically, his body wasn't producing enough of the stuff that helps kids grow taller and stronger. And in football, size mattered, especially when you're trying to go pro. Here's where things got really tricky. The treatment for Messi's condition was expensive, like insanely expensive. We're talking around $1,000 per month for hormone injections. That was a crazy amount for any family, let alone one from Rosario, where money was pretty tight. Messi needed those injections every single night for years. Imagine being a kid having to go through that, just hoping it'd be enough to keep your dream alive. It wasn't just about football, it was about his future. But where would the money come from? Now, Messi was a little magician, even back then, and word spread fast. One of Argentina's biggest clubs, River Plate, saw him play and thought, this kid is special. But when they found out about his medical condition, they hesitated. They didn't want to pay for his treatment. Yeah, that's right. River Plate had the chance to sign the future GOAT and passed because of a medical bill. Imagine how different football history would have been if they'd just said yes. But just when things were looking bleak, enter FC Barcelona. The club's scouts heard about this little Argentinian wizard, and they were intrigued. They invited Messi and his father for a trial in Spain. And what happened next? Well, Messi absolutely destroyed everyone at La Masia. It took just a few minutes of watching him play for Barcelona to make a decision. And here's the craziest part. They signed him on a napkin. Yep, one of the most legendary contracts in football history was scribbled down on a napkin. But this wasn't just any contract, it included coverage for Messi's medical treatment. Barcelona were all in, and just like that, Messi's life changed forever. Moving to Spain wasn't easy. Messi was just 13, in a new country far from home, injecting himself with hormones every night and trying to fit in with kids who were bigger and stronger than him. But there's one thing about Messi. He never complained. He just kept working, very hard. He trained relentlessly, and while others went home, Messi stayed on the pitch. He perfected his dribbling, his passing, his finishing, every little detail. And as he grew older, something incredible happened. Even though he stayed small compared to other players, he started using his stature as an advantage. His low centre of gravity gave him insane balance. His shorter legs meant he could dribble faster and turn quicker than anyone else. Instead of seeing his height as a weakness, Messi turned it into his greatest strength. And this wasn't just about football, this was his life. He had one shot and he wasn't going to waste it. Fast forward a few years, and Messi was already breaking into Barcelona's first team, and man did he announce himself in style. That iconic first goal, assisted by Ronaldinho, was just a glimpse of what was to come. From then on, it was just record after record, title after title. Defenders couldn't handle him. He was untouchable. And despite playing against giants of the game, Messi proved that football wasn't just about size. It was about skill, intelligence, and a pure love for the game. Messi, small with the ability to shift and change in direction so fast that defenders couldn't even blink before he went past them. And we're talking about top defenders who are usually way taller and stronger. But Messi, he used his low centre of gravity to his advantage. It's like a physics lesson on the field. At his peak, he was clocking in at over 32 kilometers an hour, and that is fast. But here's the secret sauce. While other players might have to adjust their stride to keep the ball close, Messi doesn't have that problem. He can move crazy fast while still keeping the ball glued to his feet. Remember that goal against Atletico Bilbao? That goal was scientifically impossible. And that's how he does it. While others are just trying to catch up, Messi's already past them. Small strides, big power. And the best part? He does it all with such precision. He doesn't just rely on speed. His balance, agility and quick reactions make him a nightmare for defenders. Let's take a second and appreciate what Messi actually achieved. He became Barcelona's all-time top scorer with 672 goals in 778 games. Just think about that. 672 goals. He won 10 La Liga titles, 4 Champions League trophies, and a ridiculous 8 Ballon d'Or awards. Oh, and let's not forget, he single-handedly carried Argentina to the Copa America title and finally got his hands on the World Cup in 2022. For years, the one thing from Messi's career was the World Cup. That was always missing. He came so close in 2014, but Argentina just fell short in the final. Critics said he couldn't do it. They doubted him and questioned if he even had what it took to be a true legend of the game. But in 2022, Qatar, Messi shut down every single doubter. The guy played out of his mind. He led Argentina to victory in one of the most intense World Cups ever. And that final against France was just crazy. That moment when he lifted the World Cup trophy was the final piece of his legacy. The little boy from Rosario, who was once told he might never be big enough to play football, had just won the biggest trophy in the sport. That's what you call a fairy tale ending. And let's be real, Messi's small stature didn't stop him from becoming the GOAT. If anything, it made him even better. He became the all-time top scorer for Barcelona, won countless Ballon d'Or awards, lifted multiple Champions League trophies, and finally, in 2022, he completed football by winning the World Cup with Argentina. 8 Ballon d'Ors, a World Cup trophy that's been missing from his collection for years. He's done it all. And let's be real, after that insane World Cup against France, there's no doubt in anyone's mind Messi is the GOAT. And hey, just for fun, he's also got a World Cup trophy in his cabinet that Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't. I'm just saying. And to think, this almost never happened. If River Plate had helped with his treatment, and if Barcelona had said no, if Messi had given up because of all the obstacles, football would have been robbed of one of its greatest ever players. So what's the lesson here? It's simple. Never let obstacles define you. Messi could have seen his growth deficiency as the end of his football dream, but instead he turned it into his motivation. He worked harder, adapted, and used what he had to his advantage. And now, here's my question to you. What's something in your life that maybe seemed like an obstacle? Think about it. Maybe just like Messi, you could turn it into your greatest strength. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on Messi's journey. Was his small size an advantage or a disadvantage? And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss another crazy football story. And I'll see you in the next one.